Happy new month, and we are good to go on this topic called longitude and latitude. So let me just draw it, and I will just go straight to the introduction. Now, if you check, this is a circle. According to the surface of the earth, normally the earth is spherical, is not what? Is not a direct circle. So now, if you check from the north pole, this is north, this is what? East, this is south, and this is what? The west. Now, this is center of the earth, which is called the equator. Now, from the equator, we have the region called the what? The longitude here, which is taking what? Taking on the eastern region, while here is called the latitude, which is also on the what? Western region. Now, here is called the what? The latitude, which is on the north pole, the latitude. Also, here the south is called the what? The latitude. And the center here is called, like I said, is called the equator. Now let's go so that we don't waste time. Let's go straight to the formula. Now they can ask to calculate the what? Radius of the earth. Radius of the earth. The formula is given as small r equals to big R cos what? Alpha. Now we'll explain this one later, which is the first one. Second one is called what? Is called the distance. Distance along the parallel of longitude. Now let's take this one. How does the formula looks like? It means as well, you have what? Theta over what? 360 times 2 pi what? Times 2 pi r, which is the big R. I will explain the difference between small r and big R. Now, which is now if you check the question here, we are going to use to calculate the whole thing. We just do the introduction. Number 3, the third part is called distance along the parallel of latitude. Now, when we say distance along the parallel, we say the formula is given as theta over 360 times 2 pi big R cos what? Alpha. Now, let's understand the alpha here, same as the what? Alpha here. So, we are going to explain what that one means. Number 4 is called what? Is called the circumference of a circle, or circumference of the earth. Let me just use that word. Circumference of the earth is given as what? 2 pi big R cos what? Alpha over what? 24 hours. So let's understand that. And the fifth one, which is the last one for now, before we go to the other one, is called what? Is called the distance. Distance itself is given as what? Is given as no. We say distance equals to distance over time equals to what? Speed. So now let's now explain. Now the explanation here. So let me know so that I will not waste our time. Our explanation here, which I'm using that question, is this. Now let's assume we are given that same question. The same question now. Now we have drawn the what? The north, the south, the east, the south, the west, and we have drawn this now. We've drawn this. So we are going to take only one question now. Let's see. The northeast. Where's north? Northeast. So let's take the northeast, which is like say, which is what? The latitude. The A now says what? Southwest. Southwest. Also, if you check the southwest, no, what are we going to consider there? We are going to consider, or let's consider this one now. Also, the southeast again. Here is the A, so we don't need to mention the A. Now let's look at the southwest. Where is southwest? Here. But you can't draw two of this. Now you have this as A. This as A now means that here is what? Is our A now. And here we have it as what? As 36 degree west now. Here is the west. And here is also what? Another what? 36 degree what? 36 degree northeast. North what? Northeast. Here is what? Is south what? Southwest. Now let's consider. Now this one is the same thing. If you look at the second one now, this is south what? Southwest. Now if you are looking at the southwest, it means that we also have it this way. This way. Now, no, sorry, we have drawn this one. Southwest. Here. Southeast. Let's consider that. Southeast. Now, the southeast will not go this way. Now, if southeast is going this way, now it means this place is point what? Point B. It means the distance between A and B is on the parallel of what? latitude. Now, if it's on the parallel of latitude, it means this is the formula you are going to use. So let me just do the intro. Now, we say alpha will now be what? Will be distance here, which is called the angular what? Angular difference. Now, what is the angular difference? Sorry, I have just SSS means what? Same side you subtract. Same side subtract, but what? Different side you what? You add. Now, because they're on different side now, they are not on the same side like this one now. So, which means they call alpha, because alpha will now be 36 degrees, while here theta will be what? Will be 72 minus what? 36, which is going to be what? Which is going to be 36 degrees. So that's the formula you are going to use now for these two. Then you input it what? Here as what? As your calculation distance on the parallel of what? Latitude. Now, this is latitude because it's a flat place. The flat place. So you take it to the center here. This is what? R1. This is the theta 1. So this is the correct way of calculating longitude and latitude on this way of getting the angular difference. So in the next class, we are going to look at how do we now calculate it. So by God's grace, we are going to finish every of these calculations based on the first of 1 to 5 formula, and also we consider the shortest distance in calculating our longitude and latitude. Thank you. Please keep on watching us. May God bless you. Amen.